I'm Mary.
I'm Michaela.
I'm Sarah.
And for our Build It Bigger project, we built a confetti launcher.
Okay, so we built a confetti launcher for our Build It Bigger project.
We could choose between a slingshot, a catapult, or a trebuchet.
When we looked further into it, we realized a slingshot just seemed a little too simple.
Catapult, everybody does catapult.
But a trebuchet presented us with a challenge. In a trebuchet, there's a throwing arm, basically, that is on an axle so it'll swing. On one side there are counterweights, and on the other side there is a sling.
It's attached to a string, which is attached to one end of a beam.
The opposite end of the arm or the beam of the trebuchet holds counterweight,
which, when dropped,
flings and it throws stuff. So that's how we're gonna do the confetti. At the bottom we have the counterweights. The big one is 5 pounds and the little ones are 1 pound each. It's attached by string to the PVC arm. At the top we have the sling, which is made of just a piece of cloth. It's attached to the eyelet, which is up there by a washer. The other side of the sling is also attached to another washer, which is attached to the hook.
The bottom of our base is just made of particle board. The runway is just made up of a few different planks of smooth wood. They're glued together so the seams are smooth. It's to avoid the sling getting caught on it. The last part of the base would be the 2 barbells on the bottom. Each of these weighs 10 pounds. The barbells are held in place by some wittily placed duct tape. It goes up over the sides and wraps around the frame. It also wraps around the base.
The frame of our trebuchet is made from aluminum railing. Connecting the 2 sidebars are aluminum plates which are held down with bolts. The axle is also made of aluminum and it goes through the PVC pipe, which allows it to rotate. On either side of the PVC pipe are wooden washers which are used to keep the PVC pipe from wiggling back and forth too much and sliding up and down the aluminum rod. On the outside of the wooden washers, you can see that there is electrical tape wrapped around the aluminum rod, which keeps the wooden fasteners in place.
One of them was with the sling. So you can see here, this sling is the one that we ended up using. It's just made of a simple piece of cloth cut to a specific shape, a hexagon I guess, and with a string attached to the ends. Now originally, we had a pouch that was wire. It was only about this big, and it didn't go in very deep, and it didn't work. Everything we launched with it flew backwards. Another problem we had was the release. The release mechanism that we have was a hook that looks like this. Now the problem with this hook, we had to cut the hook because it was actually about 3 millimeters longer, and so the problem we had with that is when it would come up, it wouldn't release here, and that would mean that we'd have a late release and whatever we had in the pouch would hit the ground. So we did have a problem with the weight. Originally we started with just 5 pounds, which are actually these. We had to add another 5 pounds, which is this, to this to make it so that there would be enough counterweight to actually fling something.
One area that really sticks out about the base was the runway. When we tried to do it with just a few of the planks, the sling would get caught because wood has splinters and fabric doesn't like splinters and they don't get along very well. We put down the planks that make the guide chute. The sling traveled smoothly.
3, 2, 1.
Oh dear. And
Okay, so 2, 1. Woo!
One didn't go as far, it went higher.
Went higher. Yeah, so that's probably what we want more for the confetti. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Woo! So, through trials
And errors.
we made a perfect
cloud of confetti.
For our project, we built a confetti launcher.
Yes! I did it! Yeah, we did it! Oh my